Welcome to Underworld UK, where Britain's darkest stories are brought to light. From the gritty streets of gangland London, Liverpool, Manchester and Birmingham, from Curtis Warren to the Cray twins to county lines and modern day true crime, we cover everything. Bringing you new videos every week. Subscribe so that you'll be notified when the next video is put out.
If you're into hard-hitting true crime stories and underworld investigations, do us a favour, hit like, drop a comment, subscribe and share this video. That really is the best way to help us grow and to keep stories like this coming. Guys, I really appreciate all your support so far. Thank you so much. Now, let's get into today's case. This video is all about Mark Richardson's brother recently getting beat up at an Oasis concert in Edinburgh. But some of you may not know who Mark Richardson is. So, this is a little bit about Mark Richardson, the Mr. Big crime boss of Edinburgh. Richardson was wanted on warrant as part of an organised crime investigation in Edinburgh, as well as recalled to prison order. He was caught in December 2016 after a police helicopter tailed him doing 65 miles an hour through the north of Glasgow. The cocaine dealer was part of a major crime gang which was jailed in January. At the time, he was sentenced to 8 years and 9 months for having a Glock handgun in Glasgow. At Glasgow Sheriff Court, he was jailed for a further 18 months for culpable and reckless conduct during the pursuit. The new jail term will run consecutively to his previous sentence. The court heard that on the 19th of December, the Police Scotland helicopter was deployed as part of a targeted activity to catch Richardson, during which time he then got into another vehicle before being arrested by officers from the Organised Crime and Counter-Terrorism Unit. It's believed that when Richardson realised he was being followed, he thought he was being tailed by other underworld figures. Right, that was all about Mark Richardson. Let's get into what happened to Mark Richardson's brother at the Oasis concert. Dale Richardson, aged 37, is said to have been set about by several people after one of the reunion concerts earlier this month, according to the Daily Record. A group of young men in their early 20s allegedly jumped Richardson. A source told the newspaper Edinburgh Live, his brother's in jail, but Dale is a quiet guy who coaches football. He's not a gangster, but I think he's getting himself involved with stuff where he's going to end up badly hurt or worse. It shows he can't go anywhere without worrying about being attacked, not even an Oasis gig. They continued. The Richardson crew have been terrorized by TMJ for months, with very little retaliation. He's embarrassed, especially with everything that's went on. Associates of caged Richardson have been targeted for months in an ongoing turf war with the Dubai-based Mr. Big, Ross McGill, and the shadowy TMJ, or Tamo Junto, a group of hooligans that is believed to be in control. The sinister warning to Richardson said, "You stole from us and we aren't going away. There is a lot more of us than you think." In June, the TMJ mob vowed to continue their turf war for years to come, in what they have said was their final video warning. The message issued to the Scottish Sun went on to have cops who have now made 57 arrests as part of an operation to crack down on the raging war that has included fire bombings shootings, and attempted murder bits. It added, "We will continue our pursuit against the gremlins regardless of the operation for many years to come. This is the final video we will be releasing. There will never be another video created by TMJ again." TMJ also said, "Don't steal from us, don't snitch on us, and don't pretend to be us, or we will target you relentlessly. TMJ accept no imitations." The claimed end of the PR campaign came days after Police Scotland Chief Constable Joe Farrell warned, "We are coming for you." It remains unclear what injuries Richardson's brother sustained at the incident at the concert. The source also added, "Dale got attacked again, but as far as I know, it was after the gig that he copped it, but it wasn't meant to be a serious attack like what happened when like what Bagri did to him with a machete." Bagri is another rival gang member, and in November 2021, Bagri launched a sinister attack on Dale Richardson in the middle of a Tesco supermarket in Gracemead. Police had warned Bagri earlier that day they were threats to his own safety. Bagri then went out with a machete and carried out the brutal assault in front of terrified shoppers. He was jailed for 15 years in February 2025. Dale Richardson was again targeted in the ongoing war when his home was damaged in May. Images from the time showed blue tarpaulin covered a window on the ground floor as police were called to the address. The alleged Oasis attack on Dale came before Tamo Junto, the gang, beyond a series of firebombings and retribution attacks across Edinburgh and Glasgow, allegedly carried out an attack on the private hire firm on Georgie Road. Capital Court caught fire at around 3 a.m. on Sunday, with two men, aged 25 and 26, later arrested and charged. Tamo Junto later took credit for the incident in a video saying, "Your friend stole from us and we aren't going away. There's a lot more of us than you think." A series of shootings and firebombs have rocked Edinburgh since March, understood to have been triggered after an associate of Richardson ripped off McGill in a £500,000 cocaine deal paid with fake notes. A second source told the Scottish Sun that those behind the attack at the Oasis concert was armed with weapons, although they were not used. It was more of like a warning, but it remains unclear what injuries Richardson sustained during the incident, or whether it was reported to police. They added, "Dale got attacked again, but as far as I know, it was after the gig and he just copped it, but it wasn't meant to be a serious attack like last time. This was just a warning." So, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video again. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like and a subscribe and comment. And if you do enjoy this video, I will look at doing a part 2 about the wars going on in Scotland right now. Thank you, guys. See you next time. God bless.